Welcome to the Mr. Golf Tips, and this tip in particular covers one of the most frequently asked questions that I get asked on the lesson tee is, what is the major difference between firstly an iron setup and a driver setup? Now let's take a look here on the right hand screen about the ball position. We'll see the ball position here with an iron is directed more in the center of the stance. On the left hand screen, where we've got a driver in our hand, we'll see the ball position is positioned more inside the left heel. Now moving on from this, another key difference that we see is how the body actually set up to the golf ball. We'll take a look here on the right hand screen and we'll start to see how the body angles of the actual shape of the body. We draw a line here through our sternum and on the tilt of our shoulders. Ideally with an iron, our shoulders will have a tilt of around 10 degrees, taking into account our right hand tends to sit underneath the left hand in the setup position. We take a look on the left hand screen, we've created more tilt with the shoulders and our body has created more angles through here. Okay, and by doing this we start to see that the head is now positioned behind the golf ball rather than the case with the iron, where if we continued on with this line it's directly positioned over the golf ball here. Now another key difference that we'll start to see is in the setup position, the way that the shaft sits. We'll see with the iron the shaft tends to have a forward lean. With the driver we'll see the shaft tends to sit mainly in the center, or if anything it might have a slight tilt towards the back. Now all these things create what is called the angle of attack into the golf ball by changing the ball position and the body angles and spine tilt in the setup position that we do with a driver. We'll have a shallower angle of attack when we come into the strike zone, rather than with an iron we tend to create a steeper angle of attack. So I think this will probably cover some of the key differences of the setup position in an iron in regards to the driver setup.